I'm Dana, and this is Shayna. And if you guys are new to human design and you don't know very much about being a manifesting generator, we're going to put some links in this video of different podcast episodes of ours that you can listen to get a lot of free content and kind of build a foundation about what it means to be a manifesting generator on a foundational level. Because in this video, we're going to go into the deeper side of it, how you actually apply your strategy as a man gen, what that really looks like in your day-to-day life, what your daily practice is, so that you can start to live by your design and see transformation happen in your life. So right off the top, to understand why you have your strategy as a manifesting generator, it's really important to understand your aura, how your aura works. So as a manifesting generator, you have the aura, the energetic body of a generator. So this aura is described as open and enveloping. And what that means is that when you walk into a room, people feel that your energy is open. They feel connected to you. And because you have this manifesting side of you as a manifesting generator, you're this hybrid, right? Because of this manifesting side of you, not only are you open, not only do people feel connected when they're around you, they also feel inspired by you. They also feel excited by the things that you're doing. They feel excited by your presence. When you're in alignment, when you're doing your thing, your aura feeds other people, and it actually generates more life force energy that spills out of you and gets the other people around you excited about their life, wanting to do the things that they love as well. So it's really important to know that this aura that you have embraces people. It makes people feel comfortable around you. And that's a beautiful thing, right? It's what you're here to give people energetically. When you're doing what you love, when you're following the things that light you up, you're able to embrace people in this way and spread this love for life, spread this life force energy around the world. It's amazing. But the only downside of that is that because people feel that you're so capable, they feel all of your talents, they feel all of your energy, and they feel comfortable around you, they feel like they can ask you to sacrifice yourself and to do things for them, to complete tasks for them, to fix things for them. And of course, as a manifesting generator, you are here to do what you love. You're here to do what you want to do. And you're not here to sacrifice yourself, because when you do that, you're out of alignment. You're not generating that life force energy, and you're not really feeding the world in the way that your aura is designed to.
So it can feel really good to do things that when people ask them of you, because it's something that you love and you genuinely want to do it. It feels expansive for you, but it also can feel draining. And so it's really about checking in, like, is this thing that they're asking of me something that I want to do, or is it something that I feel like I should, or that I have to, or is it draining me in any way? And the reason why this is so important is because you're designed to do what you love, because you love it. And that's when you are going to be the most successful and be the most lit up, the most satisfied with life. It is when you are doing those things that you love, and it allows you to create that life force energy that helps everyone else around you, like Dana was saying. So one of the main things to understand is because you are designed to do what you love and your energy is like open and taking people in, that is why your strategy in life is to respond. And that can seem really elusive, like, okay, what does it mean to respond? And we really like to break it down into really asking yourself these two questions. What is in front of me right now? And how does my body feel about it? So like, literally, is my phone in front of me, my computer, like my food, this person, what is actually in front of me in this moment? And how does my body feel? Does my body feel expansive towards this thing and like I have energy to pour into it? Or does my body feel contracted, or that can even feel like the tiniest bit of exhaustion towards that thing? Or do I feel nothing towards that thing? And this is your body responding to what is actually in front of you in this present moment. And this is the most important thing to do every single moment of your life, is to always come back to, okay, what's actually in front of me? How does my body actually feel? Because as a man gen, you can have a tendency to get ahead of yourself, to be thinking about tomorrow, or be thinking about next week, or what you're going to do in 5 years, that you miss what's going on right in front of you. And that really puts you out of alignment, because you can be working on something that you're totally exhausted by and you're not into, because you're thinking about 5 years from now, and you're not actually present and listening to your body, and then you're not in the right place at the right time. So your body is trying to guide you to be in the right place at the right time, to be in that coffee shop where you overhear that conversation that you're like, oh, that's what I want to start doing next. To, go see something on the TV that you're like, wow, that's so inspiring to me. So the goal here is to listen to your body as much as possible and to let your body lead you to being in the right place at the right time. And the way that you do that is through presence and listening, like, to this feeling of expansion, like in your gut area. Like, do I feel like I have energy to pour into this thing? Or do I not feel anything? Or do I feel contraction or exhaustion towards that thing?
So as a man gen, you really are here to do. Each morning you wake up with a fresh battery full of energy because you're an energy being, because you have a defined sacral. So when you wake up in the morning, it's like, okay, I have this energy. I know I'm here to do what I love, but what is it? What do I love? Where is it? Those are the questions that we ask with our mind, right? But when we're in alignment, we say, okay, what's in front of me right now? What is the stimulus in this environment that I can respond to with excitement, with energy, with creative juices flowing? So you know that you're here to do what you love, but the way that you find what it is that you love is by being present and not getting ahead of yourself, not seeking, not future tripping, not being anxious about the future, but really allowing yourself to be present. And then also really listening to your body, not your mind. So that's a huge reframe from what our conditioning tells us, because our conditioning tells us, your mind is responsible for finding the things that matter, that are important, that are going to work out in your career. And your body is actually the one that's connected to the divine flow of life. Your body is the one that's guiding you to synchronicities, to amazing inspirations that are so right for you to then take action towards, to amazing opportunities that seem to come to you. Because the whole thing about you being a manifesting generator and the way that your aura works is that you are actually designed to be a magnet. So as a manifesting generator, it's about, how do I increase that magnetism within me so that I'm calling into my direct field of awareness amazing inspirations for me to take action towards, amazing opportunities for me to take action towards. So you are someone who's here to take action. You are someone who's here to create your own business if that's what you want to do. You are someone who can do anything because you're so capable. But it's about allowing the things that you do, the actions you take, to be aligned. And those aligned actions are always going to be ones that start with a seed of inspiration that comes into your present field that then you respond to with excitement, enthusiasm, expansion, all of that stuff within your body, versus trying to find something with your mind and really seeking and not really being present, not really listening to your body, not allowing yourself to magnetically attract these things that are going to be so aligned for you.
Yeah, and a lot of times you can hear, as a man gen, you're here to do many different things, and you're here to trailblaze and to, be this leader that leads the way, a new way of doing things. And all of that is true, but it can feel like, okay, well, how do I trailblaze? And how does this make sense? And honestly, if you come from this place of presence of what's in front of me now, how does my body feel about it? Can I listen? You're going to look back and see wow, I did trailblaze and it did not look anything like the way it's been done by anyone else before. And I have been a leader and I have done many different things, but each step along the way was guided by just this presence, this truth in this present moment. So we encourage you to experiment and say, okay, for 2 weeks or for 1 month, we really recommend, let me ask myself, what is actually in front of me? How does my body actually feel? Can I listen as much as possible? And then when it comes to transitions and when it comes to fast tracking this process, so say you are in a job or a career that you are drained in, that doesn't light you up, that's kind of sucking the soul from you. You feel trapped, or you don't feel like you have the freedom to listen to your body. The first thing that we want to recommend is creating space in your day in your energy field. So of course it sounds like all rainbows and butterflies to be like, okay, only say yes to those things you have energy towards and say no to everything else. How is that realistic, right? So what we recommend is really kind of seeing your energy. We like to see your energy like a forest, where you have these super healthy trees and you have these trees that are kind of lifeless or dying, or you have these trees that are dead but they're still standing. And we think, okay, I want change in my life. I want transition. I want something new that I love. And we try to plant these seeds all over our forest, but there's no room for them to like take root and grow, because literally our forest is full of all these trees. So it's your job, instead of planting seeds, to instead say, okay, how can I clear some trees? What are some things that I'm doing that I don't love, that I don't enjoy anymore, that I can remove? So that doesn't mean that you remove all the dead trees. If you can, amazing, but it doesn't mean that you have to do that. What's one dead tree? What's one thing that doesn't light me up that I can take out to make space for something new to come in, for me to then respond to and have this transition happen a little bit faster. So the trick here is when you say, okay, I'm going to take out this one thing, and now tomorrow I have an hour free in my day because now I'm not, doing laundry tomorrow, or now I'm not picking up my friend's kids tomorrow. Like I have an hour tomorrow free. Our mind wants to say, okay, I have an hour tomorrow. Like, let me fill it with something. Maybe I should get a massage. Maybe I should go for a hike. Like maybe I should meditate in that time. We want to fill that time before it arrives. And it's so important that instead you let that time come. And once that time is here, then to ask yourself, what is in front of me right now? How does my body feel about it? And only say yes to something in that time when you have that feeling of like, I have energy to pour in here. So that can look like you're in front of your bookshelf and you feel like, do I feel pulled towards any of these books? No? Okay, let me go to my kitchen. Do I feel pulled towards making a meal in here? No? Okay, let me go outside. Do I feel pulled towards going for a walk? And literally moving your body to be in different places, have different things in front of you until you feel this like, yes, I have energy towards this thing. I want to pour into this thing. And then do that with that time. And this process of creating some open space and then waiting for it to come, listen to your body the whole time, only saying yes once you have that yes in your body, that is going to increase your magnetism. So that way you can attract things that allow you to use all of your gifts, that are in alignment for you. It's also going to put you in the right place at the right time. So really, really surrendering to this process. And I want to encourage you to check in, if you don't have open space, especially check in with all of your autopilot things. So, making your coffee, or running some errands. Like, what things do you just do on autopilot that you're kind of just mindlessly doing? Really look at your coffee while you're making it and say like, okay, do I actually have energy to pour into making this, or am I just mindlessly doing it? And if the answer is like, no, I don't, or I even feel a little exhausted by it, go to your fridge. Like, is there anything in here I want to make instead? Do I want to go to a coffee shop and you feel like, yes, I have energy there? Great. That's when you're in the coffee shop that you overhear that thing that you're like, I want to do that. Whereas you would have missed it if you were at home making your coffee and just putting your head down. Also, with those autopilot things, literally, if you don't check in with your body, the signal that you're sending off to the universe is, this coffee is more important than my truth. And obviously, we know that's not true. If anyone asked you, you wouldn't say that. But that's what you're signaling when you just turn off this connection from your mind, your awareness to your body. And you just say, no, I need coffee, so I'm going to make it. Who cares what my body feels? Whereas if you can say like, does my body actually have energy pouring in to make this? You're telling the universe, I'm listening. I'm trying to honor my truth. I'm trying to show up for myself. And that is increasing your magnetism as well. So some of the biggest things that can bring shift and change into your life are the autopilot small things, really checking with your body, and creating open space, waiting for that time to come, and then asking those two sacred questions for yourself. What's in front of me now? How does my body feel?
Mm-hmm. And food is actually a huge thing for manifesting generators. It's a great place to kind of start practicing responding. This stimulus that's in front of me, this food, Does my body want it? Is my body excited by it and energized by eating it? Or do I feel kind of turned off by it? Do I feel kind of exhausted by it? Do I feel kind of like, blah, nothing? Really checking with that. It's a great place to start working this practice into your day-to-day life. And I do want to say that with responding being your strategy in life, this is really the way that you find these things that you want to do with your energy. This is the way that you find the things that you love, right? And those are the things that you're going to be sharing with the world, sharing your gifts, sharing your purpose. There is another side of your strategy, being a manifesting generator, of informing. So for all manifesting generators, your energy is here to do what you love, but your focus shifts really quickly. So you're someone who loves multitasking, you're someone who's multi-passionate. It's really in alignment for you to have a job that either has a lot of variety, different facets of it, or to have many jobs at one time. So this energy of like moving quickly, mastering things quickly and on to the next, it's a big part of the way that your energy works. So without informing, sometimes people can feel like you're giving me whiplash. You're all over the place. You're doing so many things and you're constantly shifting and changing and you're on to the next thing and I can't keep up with you. And that makes me feel a little bit left out or disappointed or scared or shocked by you. So it is something that manifesting generators can practice to also be mindful that their life gets a lot easier when they let people know where they're going next, what they're envisioning, what they're feeling, what they're bored of and they're wanting to scale back on. Just knowing that informing can also be something that's really powerful for you to do, especially if you have more manifesting energy in your chart as this hybrid of a manifestor and a generator. If you have your sacral directly connected to your throat with channels, that means that you do have a little bit more of that manifesting side, and informing a little bit more can be extra helpful for you. But at the end of the day, you have the aura of a generator, and the most important thing for you is to respond with your body to the things that are actually in front of you in the present moment. So that is the thing that you can kind of focus on to be able to magnetically attract things into your life. That is really your strategy, but informing can also be very helpful.
Mm-hmm. And then another thing that I want to say is that having play and freedom is really good medicine for you, and it's really important for you to have. So if you are